Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 7.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. going to give this to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Scott to return it. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
A sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
11 on the play.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards. First down, Bengals.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mixon with it. Pushes him over. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll roll him out right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
He's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. but you go to that guy and try and turn it hot, try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
10 more there and another first down. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, Jackson escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on first down, Jackson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Third and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. There he goes inside the 30. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Cincinnati.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to go up top again. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown,
Mike
Cincinnati.
Evans with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
His kick is
And he'll
good.
bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 35. Ravens
Following the
14.
touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Extra point.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On second down, Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
57, Mike 57. Here we go. 57, Mike 57.
To throw again. Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
3-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Throwing now is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners,